You
my God, no way.
You piece of that took 4 attempts and we're keeping that one. Fucking hell, bro. All right, welcome everyone to our special video from the Lumaroos and also Gwen and Curtis. Gibby, what are we going with here? Did I just dox you? You doxed me 17 times by now. Payback.
Just go Curtis, it's fine.
Curtis is fine. We all are part of a team of 7. It was originally 9, but one got sick and one just forgot. So there was 9 of us, and we all planned to show up with the same deck, the same Farrageist list, and we figured through sheer card game variance, someone will do well. Someone will do poorly, but someone will do well through sheer card game variance. And I decided that we'd all do this. We put the list together. We worked on it together. I did most of the building, but we all pitched in ideas. And here we have the 4 people who did the best. I do want to quickly run through the rest of the team, which was Greasy, who was just really unwell, didn't want to do it, didn't care about the World's Invite. He's like 30 points off, no World's Invite, we're not going. Insane. And then we had Frasernator. He played. He went, I think, 0-3 drop or 1-3 drop. Didn't go well.
I think he won us to, maybe.
We had Scuba Steve. I think he also went like 1-3 or something. Went quite poorly. Rezout, Mr. I always sleep in for a Premier. Just forgot this time. I feel like I'm missing someone. Because I've only named 4. There should be one more. There was. And Raikoho, one of the guys from my locals. I didn't actually see how he went. But then we also had Dooms. Dooms, how did you go with the list?
It felt really bad when it was bad. Felt okay when it was good. Gloombat MVP.
Okay.
The list was fine. Honestly, you drop Geist, obviously you win. Right?
Yeah, dude, Geist just ended the game.
Yeah, you drop it, you win. That's it. Game's over. Especially if your opponent's on like 4 spirits.
Yeah.
Didn't play the full moon. Didn't miss it. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Honestly, I was like, so my build was obviously very different. I played the Wear Pup package and sided the Norby package. Just because I wanted something to do turn 1. And I promise you, every single time, even when I lost and was going first, I still put in the fucking Norby package and got rid of the full moons. It was just all awful. It was just like, yeah, we take all that out. That was a last minute change that I was just like, every sideboard, we're just putting the Norbies in going first or second. I'd rather just have the Norbies into fish.
I had the opposite problem. I played the Norbies in main, and then I ran into round 1, Luna, round 2, Scuba, and I think later on I ran into Solar as well, so Wearpop just kept going in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So that's it. That's why I had the Wearpups in, is because I didn't want that disadvantage if I hit one of those, either the Mirror or one of the 2 other decks that the Norby does nothing to.
I think we should have swapped decks, to be honest.
Probably. Curtis, you went on an absolute tear for the first 4 rounds. You 2-0'd everyone. You 2-0'd Adam. 4 rounds, just Adam. Boom.
That's good.
What was it? Were you just dropping dice and everyone was just like, yeah, we're dead?
Yeah, I played 8 games, saw Geist 8 games. That's as simple as it is. The crazy part is most of it, like, I wasn't searching for it. I would just see it in my starting hand, have the perfect support to get it up, like, early game and just win then.
I think that's another thing you can do with card game variants, is if enough of you are playing the one of you is just going to see it more.
Yep. And then there was one game where I literally I top decked it and was like, well, this is perfect. I can go straight into it and again win then and there. Like, we had the idea to first light to see it. In those 8 games, I didn't first light into it once. I just saw it. Like, yeah, like you say, card game variants. Sometimes you're just gonna see the card you want to see, and that's all it is.
That's insane.
But then, yeah, after those 4 rounds, it was the opposite of that. Sometimes your opponent sees every card that they need to see to out everything you're doing, which I think is ultimately why I ended up losing the rest of the games. Most of them were still very close, very competitive. Especially that last one against Perky. It was a nail biter at the very end. But those Nova Cores, man, they are a threat.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I had so many games where I just had like a Nova Core, a Glimbat, and 2 First Lights, and I would just Nova Core the guy and First Light the next Nova Core, and it's like, go on, deal with it. Like, because it's coming next turn. It's coming again. And you just keep dropping Nova Cores. Nova Core was honestly... Nova Core is obviously the best card in the deck.
Dooms mentioned Norby being really good against the fish. The Nova Core is so good against the fish. If you're going turn 2 and you've got Temple Nova Core, they go Magnaros Aphros. As long as they don't have the back row to stop you, you just clear their field. It's crazy. Like, genuinely. It's such a good card.
It also kills all the big threats too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, so some dude Oistilleried me, dude, and it was fucking me up. And I was like so close to dead. I was down to like 4 spirits, and I top decked the Nova Core when I had the field spell in hand and was like, okay, game. It's like, okay.
Dude, I got chrono dialed, and I'm just like, I feel so bad doing this. Nova Core, kill the chrono dial.
So I went 5-2. And placed top 16. The deck worked really well for me most of the time. One of my losses was genuinely to the misplay. I didn't want to like accidentally cheat and add Nova Core to hand, so I forgot to heal Draco Ray. But speaking of cheating, Gwen, how'd you go?
Oh, this deck sucks. I hate it. I am never bringing a Cobalt deck to event ever again.
Really? Because I feel like you did well.
Honestly,
oh
agreed.
my god. I think I summoned Farrageist once. I was playing
that on
Farrageist.
stream? It got PTA'd immediately.
Yeah, I think it got PTA'd, and then I swung in for free, and then it died instantly, and that was my only like time I summoned it all day.
I don't even mind if they PTA the Geist and I get the damage in, because like that's 3 damage plus the like 5 for the PTA. It's like, yeah, sure, dude. Good luck to you.
Literally, it's like
it's
7 damage. Sure.
Yeah, I agree. Normally when the Geist gets PTA'd, it's fine until they've got a rabbit on field with Argo and get a necklace on it so that I don't swing over it.
I actually had the coolest rally with Bo, right? I've gone, I had a Nova Core on field, and I knew that Bo was playing field spell, so my field spell is just going to die at some point. So hard ascend into Draco Ray, and I've gone to swing over a fish. The Draco Ray is a 9 because of the field spell, as it's got the extra spirit on it. And Bo's just gone Argo for the necklace to make the fish a 4, to make the fish a 10. And I've gone Dense Fog because I had the preloaded Dense Fog, made it a 9. I'm like, they trade, you take damage. And Bo's gone Ultra Stars, put your guy sideways. It's still got 5 defense and I can't out it, but it saves my guy. It was so good.
I really like that everything in this deck is just huge.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's why I went with the name Outback Sunset, is because that's the whole point is Outback Sunrise. It wasn't just the Celestleo that was a threat. Every single card was a big threat. It ran 3 Draco Ray. It ran to an agent. And it's like, you've got to deal with everything. It's like, yeah, sure, you can deal with this, like, Celestleo, but can you deal with the Draco Ray afterwards? Yeah. And the heal 3 is just so good when you remember it.
I think I had that heal 3 save me in like 3 separate games.
Yeah, yeah. I actually genuinely lost a game. I only had one solar spirit left at the end, had the Nova Core in hand that won me the game, and I'd forgotten to Draco Ray heal earlier, and it was just like, cool, that's the reason I lost this. It's nice to know why I lost, but it sucks because it's like, that's what I'd lost to just the dumbest thing. I shouldn't have lost that. But Gwen, what are we doing here? We're cheating on stream.
I am not only did I do the best. I think this is the best Farrageist has ever performed.
Probably.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, incorrect. No. I don't know if you know, but the premiere that we played against each other, where you came second, I came third with Farrageist.
Oh, yeah, true. That does put you in third, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the second best event that Farrageist has had. I somehow managed to, in the course of one game, summon Gambit, resolve it for effect for a game-winning play, and still find a way to lose the game.
Yeah, dude, that was insane. There was no lose con. You had lethal on field, no lose con possible. There was a lose con. It was making
I
a
found
legal
a way
play.
to lose the unlosable game.
He had to make an illegal play, and the judge had to miss it, and another judge had to pick it up later.
The fact that it literally didn't matter is the thing that shits me the most.
Yeah, that's it. That is the most annoying thing.
Victory.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make an outcome, and then it's just like that's still a loss. It's just it is rough.
I'm glad I played it out.
Yeah, dude, you were done. You were like, I'm quitting. I'm going now. You were like,
and then look what happened. You went top cut.
Yeah.
Literally, I laid down for a sec. I'm like, I don't want to play this out. I do not want to play this deck. I am so sick of drawing Draco Ray. I'm so sick of not finding guys. I'm so sick of going like Nebula reveal 4 Luna cards. But there is so many
every
people.
time.
I kid you not. I don't remember who it was against. I literally went Nebula. I went Rise, Norby, Rise, Dense Fog. And I'm like, okay, I just lose this game.
My game 2, right? So my game 2, I've gone Apollo, activate Apollo, and it was Novacore, and Lunaphase, and like Werepup or Like a Void or something. And my opponent goes, oh, I know this deck. Hat played it at locals yesterday because I'd sent him the list so that they would have the it was like Wednesday. I sent the list so that Hat would be able to make sure that they had the images ready for when it made the obvious because we were skewing stats by putting so many on.
For sure.
We wanted to make sure that we were in the thumbnail. Well, not in the thumbnail, but
The
in represented decks. So I was like, I wanted to give Hat warning. So I was like, here's the deck. Make sure you pick out, the best 2 cards. Here's how the deck works. And
it's funny that you say make sure you pick out
Hat's first idea was I'm going to take this to locals, and he goes and plays it at locals. So my second round opponent knew the deck.
It's funny that you say to pick the best 2 cards for the represented deck, and then Zero comes into the Lumaroos chat, and we just tell him what to put in.
Yeah, they were like, what do we do? What do we do? And I was like, oh, cool. We gave you warning, and you couldn't figure it out. So, okay, it's Farrageist. And then we went with Lumaroo just because it's a Lumaroo build. It was very much a Lumaroo and friends sort of thing. We knew that just the 5 of us wasn't enough, especially when 2 of us no-showed. So
yeah,
it was good that we reached out and got a whole community in. We also had Swole on board, but then he was commentating, so he wasn't able to.
That's unfortunate.
So Swole knew it was coming through, but he didn't know the list because I was like, I'm not going to give another team's player the list until like as late as possible. But yeah, so we played not all exactly card for card variants. One of us didn't have enough Apollos, so we,
Yeah, I wonder who that was. Anyway, who's listening on the screen?
Ended up being the best performing player as well.
Yeah. Apparently, Apollo is not
needed. Third one. You just find the other 2.
Dude, there was games where I drew 2 Apollos and it was like, man, this sucks.
Dude, you just shuffle it to the top.
True. I have to make sure I shuffle and I keep 1 card on the top.
Yeah, dude,
exactly.
you were doing that. Yeah,
I beat the accusations though. Don't come at me, all right?
True. They did find they found no wrongdoing with that. They did investigate that one pretty thoroughly. So for anyone that was questioning that, the judges were actually looking at that when they found the Novacore thing.
I think Nick was the one that picked it up.
Yeah. So they did actually investigate, and they saw that at every point there is the top card does actually get shuffled away at some point in the shuffle. It is a weird looking shuffle, and it does look like the top card isn't moving. I'll be real. I watched a few of those shuffles pretty closely, almost frame by frame, and there was one of them, the exact one that you got the Novacore off. I didn't see that top card move, but the judge Nick says the top card moved, and I'm not going to argue with him on that one. But yeah, the list went.
I really do apologize, but
just cut. Honestly, just cut every time. And obviously, if you're not used to webcam, it's going to happen. You are still relatively inexperienced in the community. This is like your 4
events. Yeah, 4th event, 3rd premiere that I actually was trying to get to Worlds, and I got it. I'm at Worlds.
Yeah, you got it. That's awesome. So everyone in this call is going to Worlds.
Let's go.
I've got my invite. I
Almost,
wouldn't go so
almost.
far as going.
Yeah.
Curtis
Yeah,
was going,
I was so
pouting.
close to leaving the call there just for the bit, but it would screw up your little thingy for the video. So I was like, I won't do that.
It would. No, but like,
you can get up and leave if you want, Curtis.
dude, Curtis, it honestly looked like you were just gonna clean up the event. It seriously looked like you were just locked in with this deck and gonna take the whole thing.
Well, I was for the first 4 rounds. I
was
said, I didn't drop a game, and then I don't know.
'Cause I remember
I went up against good players. They had the outs for me.
That's it. You matched against Adam, and I matched against Sir Tractor. I'm like, okay, we both get our first loss this round, and I got my loss. And then a round later, I heard that you lost to Sir Tractor the next round, and it was like, oh, so now you're X2, and you're like, no, I'm X1. I'm like, what the fuck? Didn't you fight Adam? I was like, oh no, you just bodied him.
Yeah. It was. I think we were talking about it in the chat earlier. If the fish don't get up and running, like they're not a problem at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially like if you've got 2 fish on field, it's a 5 body. I've got Corvishine. You can't clear me. I just find my pieces to do more. Like as long as they don't get that base Aphros and get to see shitloads of cards.
Did
like
anyone Corvus shuffle for no heal? Just because they could.
I did it plenty.
I would just go turn 1, Corvishine, shuffle the deck, set pass.
I've had several
Actual game
times.
that mattered for me, which is really funny.
I did it with a judge in the call.
That's brilliant. I had several times where the difference between me playing Norby or anything else was I wanted to shuffle, so Norby's coming out.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. No, this was a super fun deck. It was December like 27th. I was at locals, and I just randomly popped in my head. I'm like, this is how we make Geist work, because we've been saying for like weeks, months, we need to make Geist work. We need to do the last premiere of Lifestream with Geist. We just couldn't figure out how. The idea randomly popped into my head, and I was like, what if we did this? And we just built from there. Added some additions. Who was it that came up with Norby? Because was that me? I feel like that wasn't me. No, it was.
I know I did.
No,
I want to say it as
Tornadian got banned, and we were like, damn, the whole deck is dead. And then one day I was like, I solved it. It's Norby.
Yeah. I don't remember what happened for you to like. I feel
It
like
was
some event
immediately
happened
after
or
the
maybe?
last premiere. Immediately after the last premiere, I was like, it's Norby. Because Norby was like the card I needed that whole premiere. I didn't put in Corvishine. That was someone else's idea for sure.
It was very last minute. It was like a week before as well.
Yeah, because like I was very adamantly against it. But
would that have been Phrasenator suggesting that?
Possibly, because that was a good card. That was a good call. Very happy with that.
Game saver many times, honestly.
Yeah, fish just do not do anything into that card.
If you're trying to find your Geist through Apollo, you don't see it for your 6/4 tails. You just shuffle and try again next turn.
Someone told me not to side Poison Nectar, and God, I regretted that the entire event. Who was that idiot?
I wish I had that card.
Dude, Poison Nectar just not having it sucked so hard. I was just climbing uphill. So obviously that's why Gwen topped, because Gwen had the Poison Nectar.
I dodged fish. I don't think I resolved nectar at all. Ever.
Okay, that's why you won. You didn't play fish. You dodged the good deck.
Came in top 8, and then I drew absolutely nothing, or both games.
Yeah.
Top 8 was... It wasn't as bad as the Adam game, but it was pretty bad.
Finds one fish opponent,
nectar,
loses.
You don't see fish.
Yeah. The spoiled fruit never came up for me. I didn't face a single Hermes.
That did come up for me.
Yeah.
I played against.
I think it's because you guys went on Gambit. I think you really didn't see the power.
Yeah.
You weren't seeing the vision of the best Lunar Celestial.
But yeah, so we spent a couple of weeks actually just like posting cards all around the state, just trying to like make sure everyone had cards. Especially like Nova Cores and Rise from the Shadows are the 2 hardest things to get right now in this deck. So we were
just took months to have this done.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was good. I had a lot of fun. I'm hoping others did too.
That was a blast.
I did.
Honestly,
I had a blast.
Great time.
And I feel like most of my opponents loved seeing the deck do its thing. Genuinely.
Yeah. People actually had a lot of fun with it. I thought people would get quite upset at Farrageist because it's considered a toxic card.
It is a toxic celestial.
But no one was upset about it. They were like, "This is cool. This worked." Like
Yeah.
It's such a tight list, honestly. Like, every time I tried to go back to the drawing board and put my own spin on it, every
You just go
single
back
card
to
just fell into place. It's like, you play Guy, so you play Rise, because you're playing Rise, you play
Even
First
the
Light, you're
dense
playing
fog.
First Light. Yeah, like, everything just kind of clicks in. Like, it's such a tight list.
The
Awesome.
only variance is really in the Norbies can be whip ups, and the Guardian of Lights can be anything, really.
Guardian of Light won me a game, by the way.
I mean,
I just want to say that.
cool, any card can win you a game.
Out of all the
Yeah, I
cards in there.
I think someone may have said this earlier, but I think the weakest card in the list was the Full Moons if you're not on the Whip Up package.
Honestly,
if you're on Norbies.
I
and you've
think
got
the
Full Moons.
weakest card in the deck was genuinely Nebuleo. That card did not do a lot. Every single time, it either had no attack because I didn't have an established board and I'm just trying to foretell and get stuff, or it's playing into fish and they're all fives, and it's like I can't even dense fog their shit because I'm just going to dense fog the Nebuleo too. So yeah, the Nebuleos.
I definitely had a different experience then because my Nebuleos did stuff for me.
I had one game where they were eights, and my opponent was like, I can't deal with this because I just had such an established board of just cards. But other than that, they just sucked.
Yeah, I know someone earlier said that they were getting like all Luna hits off their Nebulas. I didn't have that once. I saw stuff that like Nebula could actually grab.
That's cool. That's cool.
Card variance difference, I guess.
Yeah, I think I had one time Nebuleo hit a First Light and another Nebuleo. Every other time it hits 1 or 0.
Yeah. But honestly, sometimes just to get the foretell to order the cards how you want.
Yeah, that was the main thing. Is like, I'm going to look at my top 4
a couple times.
Yeah, I'm going to look at my top 4 and I'm going to put my Like a Void to the bottom of those 4.
Yeah.
I actually Nebuleo'd and I saw all 3 of my First Light in one game. It was a Corvashine Nebuleo, but I just went like First Light, Solar Card, First Light. My opponent's like, oh, all right.
I had a Nebuleo.
I got a screenshot.
I had 2 Corvashines on field Nebuleo'd, and I saw all 3 Nova Cores and the field spell, and was like, I'm just stacking all 4 of those to the top of the deck. Next turn, I'm going to expend a draw, and then you're just dead because I'm Nova Coring every fucking turn.
Ready for Earthquake every turn.
Yeah. And Rise from the Shadows was insane every time I resolved it. At one point, there was a fish player who had me dead to rights. He popped my... Oh, it was the Oystillery guy. He popped the Corvashine, and I'm like, Rise, Corvashine comes back. And he's like, it's still a 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rise actually felt kind of disappointing for me today. I don't think Rise... I think it is genuinely just... It didn't come up when it needed to, but I do not think Rise determined a single game I played today, funnily enough.
That's because you didn't see Geist.
Yeah, no, that would do it.
Like, that's the difference, because Rise guarantees Geist. If you have the Geist in hand with Rise and you can get a Nova Core online, you've got that game. That game is on lock. You want your opponent to kill it.
Again, but
like, you want your opponent to kill the Nova Core, and the moment they do and you Rise it, they just regret it. They're like, it's over.
Yeah. We love our 3-card combos here.
Yeah.
Until you try to do that and you don't have the Lunas in the Underworld to be able to Rise it back. Oops.
I had one game where I opened double Rise, a Polo, Dense Fog, and a Guy. And I was playing really well, doing all the things I needed to do, and at one point I drew Gorgon's Gaze. Oh no, I had Cockeray and I drew the First Light. And I was like, sweet. I'm going to normal summon the Cockeray. My opponent still hasn't done anything worth getting rid of one of my back row. So I'm going to send the Dense Fog to the grave to play the First Light, just to clear space. The Dense Fog's the weakest card of the 3. What I failed to do was to just activate the Dense Fog to put a Luna in the grave, because I just spent the rest of the game not having enough spirits to resolve the fucking Rise, and I couldn't put anything in grave. And then my opponent started popping my shit. They put out a... Dude, the worst is when you set the Rise and they like go into his next play actually after I got rid of the Dense Fog was Dratire, the champ Dratire, and he enraged it. And I'm like, if I had the Dense Fog still, this doesn't turn into the Latagon, and then the Latagon takes out one of my fucking Rises. It was like everything just went wrong. I should have just not bothered. I should have just got rid of one of the rises, right?
I'll be honest, I think the best part about, because I played Shield, the best part about it is it puts 2 Lunars in your Underworld.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, that's why
I was on the shields.
Panda
I was on the
Loss.
shields as well. It didn't see a whole lot of use, but honestly, just to get the 2 Lunars in the Underworld, sometimes it was nice.
Yeah.
I missed 2 actually good counter runes instead of Full Moon. Full Moon won me a single game where I went Full Moon for 1 Luna to attack for game.
Every
That is the
single
only
time.
game it mattered.
Every single time I sided, the 2 full moons come out and the 2 gloom bats went in. Every time.
Yeah.
That was so fucking good, man.
Whoever suggested Gloombat last minute,
That was
phenomenal idea. That was
Scuba? I
so
thought
good.
Scuba was the guy who was like pilling Gloombat.
Nah, I thought Scuba was on it, but he said
I
it
pilled
wasn't him.
Scuba on it.
It was so good. My last round, my opponent was like Aphrodite. Oh, they went like a guy, Aphrodite, set 2, and I'm like, sweet, Gloombat hit your Aphrodite. And they're like, cool, now I've got a waste of Gorgons on it. And I'm like, cool, now I will normal summon my Norby and you die.
I had one guy, I literally searched both the Nova Core and the Stadium, so they knew I had it. And then I just go special cast Gloombat, used its effect targeting Dio. They had to Gorgons it. And I was like, cool, Nova Core. So good.
My favorite thing about Farrageist, honestly, I had a few Earth matchups. My favorite thing, Cyprong does nothing to it.
Yes. So nice.
Like, when
how
your
many times
opponent-
did people try to Cyprong you guys?
Yeah, no, okay,
many
so
times?
people would Cyprong and like they'd Cyprong the Lunar Enchanted Nova Core, or they'd Cyprong the Doppelgator, and they'd be like, yeah, I'm going to Cyprong this, and you Gorgons gaze it, or you Dense Fog it, and you stop it, and then you just ascend the Geist, and they're like, cool, I just lose now. Like,
Wait, how are they Cypronging Luna Nova Core? I'm sorry, you can't do that. Can you?
oh, you probably
Four.
can't.
4.
Yeah, well, they'd Cyprong something. Or maybe they'd actually,
so
I
bad.
think it was he Cypronged the Nova Core, I rised it back, and then just
Yeah,
went into a
that's what
Geist. And it was like,
Yeah.
go on, Cyprong me now.
Yeah.
That was another thing I didn't like about Nebuleo. That shit got, every time it got fucking Cypronged. I got like 3 times my Nebuleo would just get, I'd put out Nebuleo against the Earth guy, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to wreck your shit. Because you can't deal with this guy. He's a 7. And then they're just like, Cyprong. It's like, yeah, that does it. That just does kill it. But no, it was super fun. And I really appreciate the way the commentary team just helped us out. Like they were just talking about us the whole time, getting people hyped. People in chat were hyped. Everyone was hyped for it. Really happy with it. The Elestrals team was actually just really supportive of this deck. Was talking to like Hat and Zero all event just between rounds, talking to him. Zero was joining us in voice chat. It was super fun.
Yeah.
I honestly just had a blast. And it was good to just like have fun with the deck for a change.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I've been grinding so much for the last few events, so very happy to not have to grind. But yeah,
I choose for once.
big shout out to the Elestrals team and the commentators. They gave us a lot of shout outs, and they were hyped to see the deck themselves. Especially Swole, because he knew of it prior to this. And also to Hat for giving it its own personal name, calling it Outback Sunrise. He was like, do you have a name for this? And I was like, that's the name. And I didn't expect him to actually put it in the thumbnail or whatever it is in the list. And that obviously that generated hype. Just it had its own name and people liked that. Yep. So that really gave it a lot of support. So this was more or less just a show of force, just to be like, if all the Australians were like, we want to play the most fucked deck we could find and play the most cursed card that everyone hates, we will. We can do it. We can make sure
this is a warning shot.
We can make sure that someone like Poor Ghoul faces this round 1, round 2. Like, there were people that were like, I already faced this today. Why am I against it again?
If anything, this is just a show of what kind of bullshit we can do for Worlds.
Yeah.
Hey, we've done some bullshit. Unlike that coward Frazenator who played Morfrost and that coward Gwen who played Morfrost, we can also play ridiculous cards that are not Morfrost.
As you're playing Frost, it doesn't
In
even
my
have
defense,
a
I
3-drop
completely
solo.
neck decked Phrase, so it's 100% their fault. Straight up, I saw that is the only reason I am going to Worlds. By the way, I saw Resonator like win with Morphros. I'm like, man, that deck's so cool. I think Chimera forms a really cool card. Let me try it. Second.
Yeah.
Second.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. This has been a nice, quick half-hour video. Just wanted to run over our thoughts of the deck. It was super fun. If people want to try it for their locals, go terrorize everyone. There is a lot of piloting skill. You do need to know what you're doing with piloting it. I think, people. There is obviously, if you're not practicing with the deck, you will do poorly. Frazenator did zero practice. He built it that night, like an hour before the event.
Yeah. I think I had 3 practice games with the deck before the event. So
I had 10.
I really didn't have much practice on it, but I think I just understood it at a core level.
Yeah.
I drew more Nova Cores than everyone else here. You're welcome.
I drew so many Nova Cores. It was brutal.
I drew so many Nova Cores as well, Cobalt.
Dude, I love winning games off 3 Nova Cores.
It's I'm getting wrecked. I have no cards in hand. I have no cards on field except for the field spell. I draw for turn off the Nova Core. I win. It's so good. I guess I just wanted it more, man. Sorry. I think I dropped that line on a guy. I was like, I just wanted it more. GG.
Just wanted it more.
All right.
Look, I guess I got some final thoughts before we head off. If that's all right.
Yeah, go for it. I'm just signing up for our webcam locals.
I hated it so much. I'm going to be real. I would never play this deck again, but this was awesome. This was the best tournament experience I think I've ever had. The highs and the lows were amazing. This deck is so tight. Thank you for brewing this, Cobalt. I am so glad I didn't play. I think the deck I was going to bring was Zeus instead of this. That was the deck I settled on.
Dude.
And then you're like, play this deck.
So I did. I lost to a Zeus guy, and it was purely people are like, he just thought that he wouldn't have the Tempest in hand, and it wasn't even that. Yeah. They were like, he just thought he doesn't have it in hand. And I'm like, no, I knew he had it in hand. He wouldn't have set up the board if he didn't. But realistically, if I don't attack, he's just going to crash into me, and he's going to do it on his own terms. I'll bring it out on my terms. I know I've got a Nova Core on the top of my deck because I just first lighted for that shit. I wasn't concerned. And then he had the Gorgons. He had the Gorgons.
Absolute blast.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we all did so well. I'm sorry I couldn't bring it home. That is the second time I have broken the Aussie streak.
Every other Aussie gets top 8, we win. Every other Aussie
gets top 8. It's look, honestly, my only complaint for the whole day was that Trish would not stop saying 6-7 in our game.
That's a valid complaint.
The whole game.
That is such a valid complaint.
Oh my god. He resolved Aviolith 4 times against me game 1. He's like, 6-7? How many spirits you got? 6-7? I love you, Trish. You do that at Worlds, I'm jumping the table. Straight up.
We had a temporary Lumaroos member for testing that we invited in. He's a Yu-Gi-Oh player from my store. We invited him in, and he did a 6-7 joke the other day, and I just kicked him from the group. That's it. He's gone. He just instantly removed from the chat.
Testing's not relevant.
It's the first time I've ever seen him put a message to one message gone.
All right. I've signed up for Webcam Locals. Let's get into our Webcam Locals. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for playing the deck. This was so much fun. It was good to have a team deck, and it was good to see all the hype around it on stream. All right. Toodaloo.
That was awesome.
Gotcha.